All right, welcome back to Chaos Collectibles, everybody. So, I've been busier than shit, and I have been working on a couple projects here and there, but not too much. It's not like I have anything new to show. I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about small magnets. I got these bad boys on Amazon. I don't know the exact size. I want to say they're 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter. But I got 100 of these bad boys for roughly about 15 bucks. So I use these magnets. I got the idea from a couple of my custom figures, like that Milan Troll figure, to try to connect heads to bodies and things like that. Very helpful, and the magnets are pretty strong. So before I get too far ahead of myself, we are gonna take a look at this Masters of the Universe figure. Put a magnet in there, nice and flush, doesn't stick up at all. So what I had to do was interpolate. I used the same grinding tool on my Dremel as I did to put the holes in the heads of the bodies, but that tool was still a little bit smaller than the diameter of this magnet, and the magnet was a little larger than the diameter of the hole that was in the top of this guy's neck. So I just interpolated. So what I did is I went in there with the tool and I slowly just started going around like this, taking a little bit of that inside diameter out of that hole and made it just big enough to pop that in there. And then I used some super glue to hold it into place. Now, I particularly like this super glue, Professional Liquid by Loctite, because it's not that real thick, stringy shit to where just long string, it gets all over everything. Easy to apply if you have to. You can always put it on a toothpick, dip it in like on a piece of paper, dip it in and do what you got to do. But this, I just went around the hole nice and slow like this, made sure it didn't run over the neck or anything like that, and it didn't even discolor the body. So just a nice little trick of being able to attach heads. Now I was working on this figure, the Chaos figure that I did, Marvel Legends. I posted a link in I believe it was the last video I did. And I have a couple head ideas. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. But I do like, because the guy had a mask over part of his face, this guy here. So I ended up doing the same thing to that head. Now these heads do not have holes. I just went in with that same tool, interpolated, but you have to make sure that you center this like perfect. So eyeball it the best you can, and the same thing. I just popped that in there. I didn't even have to glue this one in because I cut that hole so perfect that bam, I mean, that bad boy is on there, right? It is not coming, whoa, what the hell just happened here? It just popped off. It just popped out of the head, so I do need to glue that on there. Look at that. I pulled this head off and on this body like 6 different times. So there, it just proved me wrong. I do need to put a little bit of glue around the OD of that head. But either way, it's lined up perfect. Head fits great. Bam. So there you go. Just another customizing idea of using magnets to customize figures to hold parts together. So I was thinking I could probably do the same thing with that arm joint that I busted off that last Triclops figure to put the arm back on. If I decide to do so at a later date, it's always an option. So what's next? Proxxon. I ended up buying one of them Proxxon hot wire cutters. I would show it to you, but it's plugged in right now. It's pretty big. It's got the little thing on there. You turn it on, you just slide your stuff through, so I'm not cutting, for 15 minutes or 10 minutes or however long it takes to make one simple cut. It is just nice and straight and just push it through. Now, the machine does have some flaws. I did a lot of research on it, but it's really going to be helpful as far as making these dioramas. I've only cut a couple little boards out. Haven't had too much time to really dive into it, but I have made a couple little cuts. Thing works great, so I'm really happy with it. Pretty excited with what I may be able to come up with over the coming weeks, months, whatever the case may be. So I just had a figure come in today, and it is a Grim the Executioner by my buddy the Jewel Thief. Thank you, Jewel Thief. I appreciate you, buddy. So I am really excited to have it because of the head that this guy has. I only have one, and that is underneath the hood on this guy here on the shelf behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy open. This package is in excellent, almost mint condition. I know I shouldn't be opening this stuff, but you know what? It's okay. I liked the figure. Look at that, another chain for the collection. And this guy also comes with another head. I probably have like 4 or 5 of these heads. And he's got the mini comic. Comes with an axe. But let's take a look at this guy's mug. Do not have one mug like this. Look at that guy is all jacked up. So I'm good to have this head. Glad to have this body. Another barbarian body to add to the collection. And of course, a hood as well as another chest armor. So thanks, Jewel Thief. Appreciate you. Glad to have this in my collection. I picked up a couple MOTU figures, vintage. Recently, I just got my Prince Adam the other day from Kokomo Toys. Very excited to have it. I would walk around and pick it up and show it to you, but I don't want to step on this foam that I have piled up over here. My room is a complete disaster right now. So, yeah, got a lot of projects going on down here. However, I just wanted to hop on here, talk a little bit about the magnets. See? Now the head's inside there. So all I got to do is put a little bit of glue in there, and then boom. I mean, and that glue is so strong, it doesn't even pull the magnet out. So we are good to go with this guy. Bam! For now, until I get him, further along as far as the progress grows. But yeah, I'm just rambling now. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in. I hope you all have an awesome day. Until next time. Woo!